Actually, to continue the fluid and electrolyte imbalance, which we started with the fluid balance, I will just try to just give a just a preliminary basic concept about electrolytes. Okay, so actually I was a bit busy today, but I just try to have a small session rather than nothing. Because if you just try to understand or read one electrolyte separately, maybe you will not be able to have the good and correct concept. Okay, so for that you need to understand what are the different mechanisms which are controlling different ions. Okay, so who will take the lead? Usually when we are thinking about reading or understanding, usually the electrolytes which are significant are just give me Assalamu alaikum. I'm sorry, actually I need to take a call. Anyways, usually when we are trying to understand the main electrolytes which we are considering in sodium, potassium, magnesium, phosphate, calcium. Okay, mainly these five, but also chloride, but usually these five will be main. And if we just try to figure out what mechanism will be trying to control it, if anyone can just participate with me, what do you think, which things, like for example, there is a role of pituitary via which hormone is controlling
aldosterone.
no,
Aldosterone, sir.
pituitary, no, ADH.
ADH, sorry.
Okay,
you're right.
from posterior pituitary. Then other is from the indirect control through other part of pituitary is, what is that? ACTH, which is acting on for steroids, because it has also the indirect effect via cortisol of sodium and water retention. It is less pronounced, which is main control by aldosterone actually. Okay, aldosterone via from adrenal cortex. Which part? There is G and F and R. So it is coming from zona glomerulosa, if I'm not wrong, or fasciculata. Yes, Azhar?
Sorry, I don't remember.
Anyone, please? I think it is from anyone which if knows which part of adrenal cortex secrete. Tayyab, Shimail, anyone, please?
Yes, sir. What is your question?
There are three layers of adrenal cortex.
Yes. GFR.
R is for testosterone. Reticularis is for testosterone, androgens. Am I right?
Yes, for sex hormones.
Yes, and fasciculata for, I think, aldosterone.
No, for cortisol. Sir, I have made a formula. As there is GFR, we come from A is aldosterone, C cortisol, and then S is sex hormone. From A to going downward towards Z.
So it will be aldosterone. As I was thinking that it is glomerulosa, I was correct. So a fasciculata for cortisol, and reticular is for androgens. Is it clear? Okay. So, so if you just, we can think about pituitary, then we think about adrenal. There is one other system which is part of it, which is very important for fluid and electrolyte balance. What is that system?
Counter current.
No,
RAS.
RAS. Renin, angiotensin,
angiotensin, sir.
renin, angiotensin, aldosterone system. Okay. So it is its mechanism is from starting from renin, from kidneys. Which part of kidney?
Glomerular apparatus.
Glomerulus. Okay. And then renin acting on angiotensinogen, which is formed by
Liver.
liver.
Angiotensin 1.
Dr. Humera, your answers should be accurate. Again, I tell. Angiotensinogen is synthesized by liver. Renin converts it into angiotensin 1. Okay. Then where it goes?
Lung.
Lungs. So there is angiotensin converting enzyme, which convert angiotensin 1 into angiotensin 2. Okay. So angiotensin 2 is a stimulant, itself is a vasopressor, is releasing aldosterone, which is causing salt and water retention and potassium and hydrogen excretion. Okay. So this is the basic cycle. Okay. And ADH, where it is working? ADH.
ADH
Distal
tubules.
convoluted
Sorry,
tubules
ducts.
and
Distal convoluted tubule, sir.
Yes.
DCT.
Distal convoluted tubules. Okay. And it is actually, there are pores which are generated over there. Am I right, Jamil? Your basics are much better than me. So you can.
Yes, aquaporins
Yes,
are
Yes, sir.
generated.
It is called aquaporin.
Yes.
Aquaporin.
Aquaporin. And if
no,
this.
aquaporin actually it's for ADH in the collecting tubules.
Yes.
If I am not wrong.
Yeah, it is not distal. I think it is collecting tubule.
No. It's in distal, but collecting ADH,
CT.
but aldosterone in distal. But aquaporin not for the aldosterone.
No, sorry, just a second. Just a second.
Aquaporin for ADH.
Just a
Sorry.
second. Just a second, please. One by one. Jameel, Dr. Sadaf, you want to speak out? Please speak out. Aldosterone.
No, sir, I was just saying it is present in DCT and
Okay.
aquaporins are the cell which respond to the ADH.
ADH in the
Yes,
collecting
yes,
duct.
exact. Collecting tubules.
Okay. So what are the conditions associated with aldosterone excess or decrease? Yes. Increase in aldosterone. What is
You
the
can
name?
say cardiac failure in also it's
No.
increase.
There is a name of a syndrome.
Sorry. Cushing syndrome.
No.
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 Sorry.
SID.
If I'm not wrong.
Cohen's syndrome.
Cones. Yes.
Hyperaldosteronism.
SIADH, sir.
Sorry. Am I right or wrong? Please reconfirm me. Yes, please. Anyone?
Cohen's syndrome is hyperaldosteronism.
Yes. Okay. So it is high, and hypoaldosteronism is part of Addison's disease. Okay, in which there is decrease all this steroids. Okay. So just to have an idea, if you don't understand these things, it will be difficult for you to understand. Okay. So now if we just think about how these electrolytes are controlled. So one place is kidneys, one place is intestines. Okay. And then what else? Please. One place is bones. Okay. Actually, we have missed some things which I was expecting you to tell. Vitamin D, calcitonin, and parathyroid hormone.
PTH.
Okay. And vitamin D, calcitonin, and parathyroid, which when we just think about magnesium, phosphate, and calcium, these are related to this one. Okay. So the end organs which are controlling these electrolyte balance, one is kidneys, intestine, bones. What else?
Sir, kidneys.
Kidneys I've written transcompartmental
Okay.
shift. Okay. For that which are important, insulin, beta 2 receptor mediated this catecholamines effect. Anything else? There is something which is in every cell, which is very important to maintain the sodium and potassium balance. Okay. Jamil, anything else? The basic overview of electrolytes. Because what will this vitamin D, calcium, what is the relation, and parathyroid hormone, this cycle, how it works?
Actually, the vitamin D formed in the skin, in the sorry, I
No.
confused maybe.
Absorbed
They have
from
three liver, skin, liver, and kidney. Actually, they have an GIT. Definitely, vitamin D if we take with dietary, and if it's there is
there is 1,4 which
125.
is 1,4 which is absorbed from the intestines.
Yes, and it's no, I actually I'm not fully concentrated now.
Yes,
Maybe
Shimael.
anybody else can well explain.
Because some part is
Yes.
I even myself forget, because one part is in intestine, then one matter is in the kidneys, and then they are important for the absorption of calcium. Okay, just pardon me for this thing. We will just discuss. I couldn't review. There was some very big political movement going on in Pakistan. So actually, I was really busy, and actually, I was not mentally prepared to take that.
I can sorry.
Yes.
I think this yeah, I remember this provitamin also form by the help of sunlight, okay, in the skin, and it is one what to say.
Jamil, just
I
a
think
second.
1/7 in the skin.
No, Jamil, we will leave it for next, because we will.
Okay.
I'm just giving a overview. Okay, so rather than just
Yeah, overview
hitting,
just if the overview is not exactly, then there's now is one hydroxide formed in the skin. It goes to the liver, and there is attached other side 25 at the site of 25. It forms a 1 and 25 hydroxyl vitamin D. Then it yes, calcidiol or calcitirol. There is some synonym. Then it goes to the kidney, and there it absorbs in the proximal interbules, and this is the hair hemostasis.
okay, I think
the
we will
balance.
leave it. to do it in a better way next class. Okay, so this one I will leave it here, but there is a relationship between calcium, vitamin D, phosphate, parathormone, and calcitonin. Okay, and this is a group which is dealing with these, and also magnesium actually. Okay, so these are all interlinked. Okay, and the other part is sodium, potassium, which is in by separately. Okay, so this is the basic concept, and then we will go, and another basic thing about electrolytes is that like related to osmolarity, sodium has the maximum effect. Okay, so whenever there is change in osmolarity, there is problem related CNS. Okay, so there will be problem related to consciousness. Okay, and whenever there will be problem related to potassium, it will be affecting the heart and skeletal muscles. Okay, similarly, calcium also is related, calcium, magnesium also related to heart and muscles. Also phosphate. So there is a correlation. So as I discussed that there are mechanisms by which all these ions are being regulated through absorption through the dietary sources from intestine. They are closely monitored from the kidneys, and there is a mechanism through insulin and transcompartmental shift through sodium potassium ATPase, and there are so many ionic channels which are there to make a very strict balance, and any imbalance occurs, it will result in a lot of problems. So when we just want to understand, we should try to understand in an integrated way. Okay, so inshallah, because as I told you that today I was a little bit mentally preoccupied, and but I just try to have a small bit of session, and tomorrow inshallah we will start with sodium. Okay, so tomorrow we will be concentrating on the imbalance of sodium. Okay, so apologies for a disorganized and disoriented sort of class, but the people who, if you review it, it will be and even later on we will add on to acid base imbalance, because all these things are called as homeostasis. So all these things are important for the homeostatic conditions, and they are interlinked, like acid base balance, fluid balance, and electrolyte balance. These are all correlated, and the concept should be together. Okay, so thank you very much. Inshallah, tomorrow we will do the this disorders of sodium imbalance. Okay, thank you.